Hello, yes, it's me. Do not adjust your sets. Yeah, I've been real busy, as you know. I've been making these SciLab meters for folks by popular request. So thank you to everyone that's placed an order for these meters. I'm now literally down to the last two. I'm not making any more after these. So if anyone is after another meter, these are the last two. They are actually on eBay at the minute, but if you're in the UK and you contact me directly, I can ship these out. One of these last two out directly to you if you're interested. So anyway, this video isn't about SciLab meters. We're going to put them to one side. Now, what I wanted to show you today was just a little trick. If you're a bit, if you're using your SciLab meter and you're renovating your old CBs, something I found online whilst looking into watch repair of all things, and something I thought we might try today on this Interceptor. And I'll just move you in a little bit closer. Okay, we have this lovely Interceptor. I've actually got three of these. This is probably the worst one of the three, but it's still in very good condition. Now, one of the big problems you'll get with radios, apart from obviously the case getting scratched, the knobs and everything, but one thing you will find is either the meter or the channel select plastic, the see-through glass or plastic, whatever you want to call it, will get scratched. Now this is no exception. I don't know if you can see on this, if I get it close enough. There's lots of little fine scratches on here. Let me just, there you go, can you see those? Now they don't look a lot to the naked eye, and they can be obviously a lot worse than that. And you can literally get your fingernail in some of the scratches, but I found through trial and error that I can actually sort this out. And if the scratches are really bad, you can use some very fine sandpaper to sand the front of the meter down and then polish it. But what I found was products such as T-Cut and things like that didn't really work very well. There were still very fine scratches on the meter. So what I found works incredibly well, which some of you may already know about, is this product, and it is used for polishing watch faces. It's called Poliwatch. Now you can pick this up from all the usual places. I got this from Amazon, and I'm going to show you the difference this makes. This is obviously unpolished. I'll show you the difference this will make for about 3 minutes of polishing on that little screen there. And like I say, if you've got deep scratches, you can actually sand it with very fine sandpaper till the scratch comes out, and then polish it up with Poliwatch, and it will literally come up like new. Now obviously I can't guarantee that will work for everyone, so if you end up going scratching your meter, please don't send it to me to polish. I just want to show you how it works on this one. So let's get this in a position to work on, and we'll show you it working. Okay, so what we've done now, I've just masked off the case so we don't get any polish on there, and or when we're sanding, scratch the case. But can you see these? We've got two scratches in the corner here and here. You can get your fingernails in them. So what I'm going to do is use a bit of very fine 3000 grit paper, and we'll sand that corner. You don't have to sand anywhere where you haven't got those deep scratches, because you don't want to cause unnecessary polishing. But we'll rough that out first to get rid of those deep fingernail scratches. Okay, you can see them better there. Look, you can see them. There's two of them. You can see there, even just with a very little bit of light rubbing, those scratches are almost completely gone. But you'll notice that the screen itself is still quite very lightly misted. But do not worry, because we've gone so gently with a very fine paper here, that will actually polish out fine. Still got quite a deep scratch in that corner. I'll just see if I can get that completely off. And if you can't, as soon as you can't feel your fingernail in the scratch, you're good to go. And this basic principle also applies to automotive scratches as well. I'm quite the dab hand at removing those as well on cars, so similar principle applies. Again, do not call me if you scratch your car up. Right, let's get that. Right, I reckon we're good to go with the polish. So now with the Polywatch, lob it around a little bit, and then getting a very soft fine cloth. That's probably more than enough there. A soft cloth, you can use a lens cloth for this. We'll start polishing. Bear in mind, you do have to get out the deep scratches first, though. It can't perform miracles, but it will certainly look a lot better once you've polished. Now, on the instructions for this, it says you need to do it for 3 minutes, and I found that to be quite right. So we'll come back in 3 minutes time once I've done the polish, and you'll see the difference. Right, I'll give it a couple of rubs with the Polywatch. I don't think it's quite hard to see that, but it's really got rid of a lot of the scratches, and we're just sort of down to the texture of the actual plastic on the radio itself. So it really does work well. And what you can do if it's really bad, like I say, you can use some 3000 or 2000 grit paper, which I had to do on this to get rid of do you remember the scratches in the top corner? They almost completely come out. So yeah, I just thought I would show you that, because I have had problems on some of my older radios where that's been an issue. Perhaps stick some power on that just to see how it looks with the digits shining through it. There we go. I'm trying to position this so you can see just how that looks almost like new, I think, but there we go, and it's nice and clear now with the display popping through the case there, so you can get a idea of the difference that can make. Like I say, and you can use this not just on your channel displays, you can use it on your signal meters as well. But the softer the plastic, the better, obviously, because it will cut in and polish it much better. So the plastics do vary. So anyway, if you have been, I hope you've enjoyed that little top tip and that you're having fun playing radio. Again, many thanks for the orders on the Scilab meters, it's much appreciated. I will get out there and do a bit more radio now I've got a bit more time. Now sales of those have now sort of tapered off, which is, I thought it would inevitably would happen, but of course once everyone's got them, they've got one. It's a fairly niche market, of course, isn't it? So I hope you've enjoyed playing with your meters, and I hope you've enjoyed this top tip. If you have, please think of liking and subscribing if you're not already subscribed, and we'll catch you on the next one. Adios.